Welcome back, everyone. We're going to dive into Module 8, Social Engineering. So, social engineering statistics. So, first of all, social engineering today is ever more important than it ever was. Today, our networks are very hardened at the front ends. So, they're looking for backdoors and easy access into networks. So, part of that comes through social engineering. And one of those things, unfortunately, is phishing. So it is a huge access into companies nowadays. It's a low-hanging fruit. It's considered easy to do. Whenever I ask someone about a pen test and I'm like, hey, look, you've got to penetrate this network. It's part of the deal. They're like, is phishing off the table? That's the very first thing they ask. Why do you think that is? Because it works. That's why. So this is a very important module. Do not discount social engineering in real life. Do not do it. I'm telling you, it is a huge, huge component as an infection vector today. Social engineering statistics. So we have phishing, vishing, and impersonation. So phishing, 88% of clicking links within email of all reported phishing. How much email is sent? 107 trillion annually, 294 billion each day. That's a lot of emails. So 77% of phishing of all socially based attacks. So it's a huge part of an attack. Millions of users reported phishing attacks in 2013. So a lot of these things you get in and laugh at, there are people out there that will click on them. So you might laugh at it today, but tomorrow it might catch you sleeping and you click on it. It happens. So 90% of all email is spam or viri. Most common phishing attacks are mimicking financial institutions. So we all know that that's very common. So vishing. So vishing is 2.4 million customers targeted for a phone fraud or for all of 2012. So 2.3 million customers targeted for phone fraud for the first half of 2013. The average loss for targeted businesses is $42,546 per account. 60% of U.S. adults who send and receive text messages received mobile spam in 2012. So this is quite a large vector as well. Another thing that's going around today in 2016 is the tech support scams are kicking back up again. So they're calling your organization saying, hey, I'm here to help you. You've got a problem with your mail account. We're switching over to a new system. I need your username and password to add you to the old one. They didn't give it to me. Things like this. People are falling for it. So two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication is ever more important. And then just impersonation in general. So 1.8 million victims of medical theft in 2013 due to websites impersonating medical providers. 88% of reported stolen assets were personal data. So they're after your data, the individual, mostly because corporations don't care about the individual. They only want to protect their assets. They are not that concerned about the individual's data. The average victims of impersonation, 41.7-year-olds, $4,187 lost. And top place for this thieves is work areas. Because there's a lot of people around, it's hard to identify and know everyone. So you can see that there's a lot of stuff going on here. This is a huge vector, huge space today. So the module objectives, the overview of social engineering concepts. We're going to talk about a lot of this stuff in detail. And we're going to understand various social engineering techniques and insider threats, as well as understanding impersonation on social networking sites. Understanding identity theft, social engineering countermeasures, and identity theft countermeasures, as well as overview of social engineering pen testing. Like in every module, we'll recap the stuff at the end there to kind of give you a strategy to follow.